Throws it up high.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Rodriguez passes to the captain, to the inside, and he makes that one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here's Drexler. Pass to Jay. Shot clock at 5. Here's Pope. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rodriguez. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Drexler outside. Down low. Here's Jay. The second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Number 33.
First free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Shoots from 14. That one is off. Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Tries it from 16. The shot misses.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Here's Freeman. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. Got it to go. Here's Jay. 1:43 left to play here in the 4th. Taken away by Rodriguez. Drives to the hoop. Here's the captain. Stolen. Here's Pope. Got a piece of it. Lock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. It misses. Gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And he misses the J.
and not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
At the line for two, Hope.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires the three. That shot, no good. But a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
From outside. For three. Knocks down the three.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
They had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that hole?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
And it's all about the three right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Outside, Scott. That'll count. Misses the three. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. They've got Pope, and it's Freeman in at small forward. Here's the shot. Does not go.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Trained from outside.
Yeah, that's two straight three-pointers they've allowed.
I think at 44%, pretty reasonable. Now, here's Scott. Into the lane. Oh, what a finish.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Pope. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when you're talking about a game down the stretch.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Inside. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Throws it down. What an assist!
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Here's Jay. Here's Freeman. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 goes down.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Outside, Scott. Driving the lane.
Number 34. First personal foul, first team foul.
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead down to a one-possession game. And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Team foul. At the line for 2, number 33.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Got it. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
moments here late in overtime as they look to take the lead.
You cannot afford to come up empty.
Here's the captain. To take the lead. And so they get the victory here at home. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Russell, this was a high-level back-and-forth basketball game. What's the mentality that got you the win?
We'll go get it. We're going to compete at a high level. You live for games like this as a competitor. Come out and compete, and I know I look forward to it every single time.
And we live to watch games like this. Thanks, Russell.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation as we present our player of the game.
because the regular rotations just aren't there. It's really just a matter of weathering the storm.
And you never know. With injury comes opportunity. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Davis, and it's Roach in at the 2. G's shot is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like
better than that.
Left side, Davis. Takes a 3. The great one can't get it to go.
Exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Here's the great one. Now here's Davis. 5 to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's the great one. G with a rebound. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Stolen by Davis. Here's the great one. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Misses again. Now 0 for 3. Pass to DJ. Here's Money. Here's Easy Breezy. Check by Davis. Here's Easy Breezy. Here's G. The rebound by Roach. Gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Here's Big Red. Clock. To stop the drought. And he sinks the layup.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen by Davis. Here's the great one. Counted. Pass to DJ from deep. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Big Red. Six to shoot. From the baseline. Shot's good by the great one. The great one's got 5.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Outside, Anderson. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Davis with it.